Hello, 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 and welcome back. And if it's your first time, I am Kitty Arsenault, and I am the author of Ruth Ready. Yes. And we are doing Beyond the Pages, and we're going chapter by chapter, just talking about some things in the book, not revealing everything in the book, but I am talking about some things and sharing some information with you about the book. And yes, I have on my Who Dat jersey. I am a Who Dat girl, a part of that Who Dat nation, and I just had to put my jersey on. So don't hate on me. Don't throw me any shade. Hey, look, whoever you represent is who you represent, and you wear it well, okay? So, with that being said, let's get started on chapter 7, where the title is Happy Marriage. You think you know what it's about, but I bet you don't know what it's about. So, when I was writing the book, somebody asked me, does the Bible say anything about being happy in the marriage? But let me share something with you. Marriage is so much more than just being happy. Look, happy is an emotion. And if you're not happy when you're single, getting married is not going to make you happy. Let me say that again. Marriage is not going to make you happy if you're not already happy with yourself and with your singleness, okay? And you can ask any of these married women out here, marriage is not going to make you happy, but marriage is supposed to be so much more gratifying than just being happy. You know what? The purpose of marriage is to reflect the image of God. And that can be found in Genesis 1:26 and 27. And then it's to demonstrate his love, which can be found in John 13 and 35. But you know, the fall destroyed the whole image of marriage and things like that, because marriage is the highest level of intimacy where we should be learning how to model the love of Christ. That's what marriage is about, believe it or not. It's not about me getting all this materialistic stuff from my husband. It's not about him making me happy or him fulfilling some, desire of mine. That's not it. It's the highest level of intimacy, okay? But it's clearly overlooked because most times we're stuck in our own selfishness. What I want, what I need, all about me, 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 okay? Um, so happiness is a choice, and you have to choose to be happy, whether single or married. So we stated that before. And so there's this book called Not Yet Married by Marshall Siegel, right? And he says it this way: the happier you are in God before you are married, the happier you'll be with someone else when you get married. Perfect. He said it perfect. So I don't even have to, but I did put it in here because I wanted you to see it. So there are many happy days in marriage where you can have a great time, where we be full of laughs, we do joyous things together, we celebrate one another, and then there's challenging days, okay? And so you're not going to always have these happy days. So marriage is so much bigger than being happy. Marriage, like I said earlier, it needs to be gratifying, because James 1 and 12 says, happy is the man who keeps on going when times are hard. Let me read that again. Happiness is the man who keeps on going when times are hard. After he becomes, after he comes through them, he will receive a crown. The crown is life itself. It's satisfaction, right? So, and God has promised it to those who love him, right? So this crown isn't for everybody. The satisfaction isn't for everybody. It's for those that love him. And when you love God the right way, you're going to love your spouse the right way. You're going to love your children the right way, your friends, your parents, your family. I'm telling you, like we established earlier, this love thing goes so far and so deep. It's so wide, right? And so let's see. Once again, it's a short chapter. I wanted to be very easy read, but packed with some information, right? So I hear the saying all the time, and it kind of makes me cringe, where it says, happy wife, happy life. That is putting the man completely out of his position. It really is. So why don't we adopt this saying, happy spouse, happy house? So both of us can be happy. So both of us can be satisfied. So both of us can gain from the relationship instead of one person gaining, one person giving, 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 and the other person just taking, taking, taking. Okay. And then we have communication, right? Because you can't have a happy marriage if you're not communicating properly. Proverbs 21:23 says, a person who is careful about what he says keeps himself out of trouble. And I found that to be true because sometimes when I wasn't careful about what I said, I got myself in all kind of trouble. But when I'm careful about what I say, when I take the time to think about it, to say, you know what, is it worth me saying it? Or can I let that go? Sometimes I'm just going to let it go. Now, do I still say it sometimes? I still say it sometimes. But I'm getting better. That's that debris that we talked about earlier in the previous chapter, right? That's some of that debris that's still left where I say things that, anyway. So this simply means that you must learn to use your words to secure intimate heart to hearts. So before you just blurt it out, think about it. Take some time to see if it's really worth saying. And then if you are still not settled in your spirit, go ahead and have that face-to-face talk in an intimate setting so that you aren't arguing with each other back and forward, right? Because words carry so much weight. It carries so much weight. So then in here, I have an area where you can write down how you can improve your communication, right? And then let's talk about intimacy, because you can't have a happy marriage if you're not demonstrating intimacy properly. Okay, together you guys need to devote some time to one another because it's very important to have daily practices together. And so, like in the morning, we pray together in the morning, and then we eat together in the evening. Even the only time we don't is, say, like if I go to a conference or if I go somewhere and I know I'm going to be home like real late, then, or vice versa. Um, we do different things together that's just us, right? And so think about and it doesn't have to be, look, it could be sitting on the porch, drinking some coffee, it could be whatever. And so let's see, just spend like 30 minutes together because that's building your intimacy, right? Some ladies say that they take walks together without the kids. That's if you have kids. Somebody said that they work on puzzles together, and somebody said cooking together. All of that is intimacy. That's not chore type things like that, cooking together. Now that's some good intimacy right there, I tell you. So in here I also say things to be considered for intimacy, and then you can write that down and make you a list of that, right? And so that is basically chapter 7. And then I have the tip, which we talked about that already, where I say what a man wants most is respect. Most women say sex, but I promise you it's RESPECT. Okay, so once again, thank you for taking the time to listen to what I had to say, to go over these chapters with me. I am having a good time sharing this with you. So the next one will be chapter 8, and that will conclude all of the chapters. But don't forget, I have some stuff at the back, some really good stuff at the back that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. And then we'll have to see what beyond the pages will we do next. Maybe you can send me some suggestions on a good book that I can do beyond the pages with. Okay. I do have some other books that I have written. I may do them, well, one other one maybe. But send me some suggestions on a book that you would like me to do the Beyond the Pages and share some of the chapters with you, okay? So until next time, God bless you. I love you. I'm going to continue to be praying for you guys. If you have any prayer requests, hey, let me know. My email is booksbykitty@yahoo.com. And once again, visit my website, kittiesbookshelf.com. All right. See you guys later.